How about letting go of perfectionism?
Okay.
Yeah. And before we even talk about the expression part, are you familiar with the word perfectionism?
Perfectionism. I think definitely I'm not. I don't have perfectionism or anything like that, but yes, I am familiar with that
So you don't
word.
have any tendencies towards perfectionism?
I think when I was a student, I used to, but like, since I realized, it's not that important, and also it literally like, stressed me out every time I tried to be a perfectionist. So since then, like I stopped, becoming a perfectionist.
So actually you've been able to let go of
Wow,
perfectionism.
not sure whether actually, what that means but yeah, that's
But
a really good way to
that
use
is
it.
what you did. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a really short sentence from the TED Talk. And what it says before that, to kind of give some context, I just mean having a lighthearted attitude of doing things for the sake of doing them and not caring too much about the outcome, letting go of perfectionism.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to try pronouncing all those words for me? I think you kind of already did, but let's do it again.
Okay. Letting go of perfectionism.
Yeah, very good. Because perfectionism, I feel like, is a bit of a tongue twister because it's got so many syllables.
Right.
Okay, so here's what that means. It means that you're going to accept something should no longer influence you. So, perfectionism, if you feel influenced or controlled by perfectionism, okay, then it means to try to let go of that so that
Mm,
perfectionism isn't going to influence you or control you any longer.
okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, in what you described when we first started talking, is you did feel some tendencies toward perfectionism and you realized they stressed you out. So, you kind
Mhm.
of had to let it go.
Yes, let it go.
Let it go.
시간이 없어서 영어를 연습할 환경이 안 돼서 자꾸 영어 실력이 줄고만 있는 것 같아서 고민이신가요? 여러분도 이제 미국 원어민 선생님과 50분간 100% 영어로 진행하는 수업을 통해서 조금 더 정확하고 자연스러운 영어를 배울 수 있습니다. 저처럼 여러분들도 하실 수 있어요. 고민하지 마시고 지금 바로 시작해보세요.
So, another sentence that'll give us some context is it's not easy to let go of certain feelings or behaviors, perfectionism being one of them.
Okay.
Okay. Can you think of any other behaviors that it might be, or feelings that it might be hard to let go of?
Probably hunger.
Um,
It's really hard to let go of.
it is, but I almost feel like that's harder because there's a physical reminder, right?
Okay.
Like your tummy's growling or something.
Okay. When I actually hear people saying bad things about other people, I mean, to be honest, I don't like the person, so it's really hard not to like the person after I witness it.
So it's hard to let go of your opinion of that person after
Ooh.
you've heard them speaking in such a way.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that would be a great example.
I
Okay.
I have a question.
I hope I have an answer.
So, in the example sentence in the green, and then
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is that? The
Mhm.
example sentence you just gave me, actually, to let go I mean, the proposition of is
Mhm.
following. So, is it kind of common to have like what is the proposition of after to let go, or
I think it would depend on how you use it.
okay?
So, if I said you are such a perfectionist, let go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that then you don't need it.
You
But
don't need.
otherwise, you have to have some explanation of what it is a person needs to let go of. So
Mm,
if you could say letting go of perfectionism, letting
okay,
go, maybe it wasn't the best example, but of hunger,
gotcha.
or letting go of your feelings towards a person. So I
Right.
do think you need of to say what it is you're letting go of, unless you offer it as a command at the end, right?
Right.
You're a perfectionist. Just let go.
Okay. Gotcha. And then
Okay,
do
good
you,
question.
thank you. So do you remember probably 5 or 10 years ago, the movie called Frozen came out? There's like song called, is it Let It Go or
It's
what's the name of
let it
the?
go.
Yes, I think a lot of people, I mean, especially people in South Korea are familiar with the expression let go because of that movie.
Yeah, and I have to think about, I'm kind of trying to replay the words in my head. Yeah.
Let it go,
Don't
let
hold it
it
back
go.
anymore. She's talking, she's talking about, she's holding back this power she has
Right.
to control water, to freeze water.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
I guess
Right. So
so.
she's talking about, I just have to, let it go. So it being that power, let it go.
Just let it be or let it
Let it go, like get rid of it. Let
get
it
rid of it.
be would be kind of like just, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Whereas
Okay.
let it go means like get rid of
Okay.
it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's because it's got it,
Yeah.
let it go.
I
So you
think
have to
that's
define what it is.
right.
So, okay, so you're a perfectionist.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't need of, and then it would apply
Right.
because it's referring to perfectionism
Exactly.
or freezing waters.
Yep, yep.
Okay. All right. So, how about read the example sentence if you would?
Okay. It is not easy to let go of certain feelings or behaviors.
Yep. Good pronunciation, good intonation.
Hmm.
So, some synonyms release. So, release perfectionism, forget, ignore, disregard.
Mm.
Probably of those synonyms, I think release is the best, but they would all kind of work if you're looking for some other way to say it. Although
Okay.
you already know I love using expressions because uh, the an English speaker uses expression after expression on a daily basis.
Right.
Yeah. So, what is something you have had to let go of? And you can't use your example from when we first started talking.
Okay. Personally, I don't think of anything actually right
Huh.
now.
All right, well, let's go back to your perfectionism, how if you felt stressed out, so you had to kind of let that go.
Ooh, yes,
Um,
yes.
yep. So how did you feel after you let it go?
I feel released.
Okay.
Relieved, not relieved.
Relieved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, released too, like you've been able to release that, so you feel relieved.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Another
Actually,
thing you could say is letting go of it
letting
instead of
go of
let
it.
it go, letting go of it.
Okay. I think I personally, I don't know, it's kind of random. I just came up with
Okay.
this
I like
sentence.
random.
I personally think that it's really important to let go of grudges, to
Oh,
maintain healthy relationship with people.
I would 100% agree. And that is not easy to do.
It's not easy. Not easy.
So, yeah, that would be a certain behavior if
Hmm.
you are a grudge holder.
Right. Are you a type of person who hold grudges easily?
Grudges. Say
Grudges easily?
grudges.
Grudges.
There you go. Um, uh, maybe. I
Mm,
mean, my feelings are hurt very easily.
okay.
So sometimes it is hard for me to forget and separate the situation then and now.
Mm,
It's hard for me to let go of my hurt feelings and
gotcha.
move on sometimes.
Mm,
But that's
okay.
just true confessions.
And thank you for being honest.
Yes. Well, how about you? You already said it's
Uh,
kind of hard for you, huh?
yeah, it's really hard. I mean, I either have to deal with it, tackle the grudges first, and then move on. I mean, unless I do it, there's no way I can, move on. Does it make
Yeah,
sense? Yeah.
totally makes sense. To move on, you have to let go of the grudge.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll both strive to do that. That's our plan for the new year.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
New Year's resolution.